Hello and welcome to today's haul. I went to an estate sale this morning. Well, it wasn't this morning. I went to an estate sale today, and this is the result of this one estate sale. One bag, one basket. This is full, a little bit heavy. This was an estate sale that I found on estatesales.net. I saw signs for other estate sales and stayed the course. I just went to this one and I went within the last hour of the estate sale. This is probably not the best tip for estate sales, but I like to go in the last either hour or couple of hours. I don't like to go to estate sales when they first open. I just find it a little bit overwhelming, and unless there's something that I'm really looking for. People who go to estate sales early are, to me, pretty serious about shopping. I ended up getting stuff that was not on my list at all. I was only there for a bit of time. I found a lot and then I left because the estate sale was about to close. So everything I'm about to show you is from around a 30-minute shopping trip. I was buzzing through there because I knew the sale was going to end for the day, and so I had to get out of there. It forced me to just kind of go from place to place quickly. Okay, so let's unpack. It's not any sort of revelation, but people obviously bring their own bags. People put stuff in their bags while they're shopping. You can do that. That's just a known thing. So you couldn't do that like at the grocery store. You couldn't put stuff in bags as you're shopping along, but at estate sales, you can start filling your own bags, then take it up, then unload it, then they'll charge you for everything. Yeah, so always bring your bags. If you're going to an estate sale, bring as many bags as you think you're going to fill, because some estate sales have little hand baskets, the type that you get at the grocery store. Oftentimes they have nothing for you to put everything in as you're shopping. You need something to hold your shopping. I'm assuming if you're watching, you're probably a thrifter yourself. We'll start with what's on top. This is a vintage Hawaii cap. The fabric is nylon, and this was made in Taiwan. Hawaii Aloha State, true vintage Hawaii. Hawaii is one of my favorite places to visit. I love that this is tie-dyed and says Hawaii, the Aloha State on it. Next up, we have some more Hawaiian merch. They are tiny and short. They look like they're from the 70s or 80s. These would be great to put on over a bathing suit. It almost looks like there's a little pocket in here. Oh, there is. There is a little hidden pocket on the inside. This pocket would have been for car keys so that you could bring them in the water with you before the age of cell phones. Now let's go to something I found in the kitchen. This is another vintage Disney World mug. I think this is the fourth that I found in my thrifting life. I see them every so often. I love finding them. This one says Michael on it. I wish I could remove the Michael name, but I guess that's the charm in it, is having a mug without your name on it. Also in the kitchen with the utensils, I found this baggie. I'm just gonna rip this open. This was 50 cents. Little cocktail stir sticks. At a different time, I found an unopened box of these. I recognize them. They have a hole, so they're cocktail straws. Some of them have a silver thread going around. I'll either use these or use them as like a little prop. Inside of the bag, there were also some of these hors d'oeuvre picks or cocktail picks. A candy cane with a little bow. I like this light pink color the best. It's very easy when you're collecting stuff to just throw this sort of thing in the bag, and that's what I do. I also found these. These are candles that are made for a specific candle holder. They have these little pegs at the bottom of them. They do look like little boobies, but they are not. Unfortunately, the candle holder was not there. They are from a Finnish designer called Timo Sarpaneva. It says they're handmade. As you can see here, there's a picture of it. It's a little candle holder. I would love to find the candle holder that these are meant to sit inside of. These were just sitting there. Love a candle. In the office, I found this Souvenir postcard booklet. It is a booklet of Catalina Island. I know some of you are Southern Californians and have probably been to Catalina. It's an island off the coast of California, one of the Channel Islands. You can go just for the day or stay overnight. There are no cars on the island. When I was younger, my brother's Boy Scout troop would go camping on Catalina Island every year. This is a classic image from Catalina Island. This is what it looks like during the day. This looks like it's from the 60s. All of the postcards are still inside the booklet. Mid-century California souvenir merch is always fun to find. These were in the craft room. They are pinking shears. They were only $3, which is a really great price for pinking shears. These were made in Japan. Estate sales are great places to find any sort of sewing accessories, sewing notions, because they're things that were made years ago and they have withstood the test of time. But what I liked about these was They're gold toned pinking shears, which I have never seen before, and I don't have any gold pinking shears. So these will be in my permanent sewing collection. I love them so much. The blades are very sharp. When I make any of my felt banners, I use pinking shears to create a little pattern on the edge of the felt. Maybe I'll have these as my main pinking shears. Paul knows this because we went and bought pinking shears when we were together. But if you go into like a Michael's or any kind of craft store, he bought new pinking shears, and the Fiskars brand, I mean, they were more expensive than I thought they would be. Because I've gotten a lot of my scissors and things from estate sales, my sense of how much things actually are is a little off, or a lot off. This is a container that you would take with you to the beach. Once again, I think it's probably for keys. On the bottom it says Mazatlan. This screws open. The style of this reminds me of the brand Vacation that has sunblock. The design of the Vacation sunblock packaging is very much from my youth, as is this. In the bedroom, in the closet, there were quite a few clothes. I saw a pile of folded sweats. So I always keep my eye out for vintage raglan sweatshirts. This is an example of a vintage raglan sweatshirt. I got this ages ago. Raglan sweatshirts have the stitching is right here. So I like finding these raglan sweatshirts. I have a nice collection now, but I found some more today and they were so cheap. So I decided to get all that she had. As you can see, the sweatshirt has the stitching right here. It reminds me of the mid-80s. I like how they look. I like how they look with jeans. I got this purple one. Throw these in the wash, so we'll just make a pile. And I got this peach one. I do have another peach one, so this is my second peach one. 2020 sports, and it says made in the USA. And then this one, which is very similar to the one that I'm wearing now. I got 3 of them and each was only $2, so $6 for all of them. Not a bad price. This I saw and I loved the color of it. Also, it was very cheap. This is how it came. And this is a label embosser. This came with red tape, which looks quite nice with the yellow, the kind that you click and you set your boop, boop, boop. You set a letter and then you set another letter. And this is tape. You just take the backing off and then label whatever you want to label. This also came with an extra label tape. Has suggestions on the back as to what you might want to label. This was only $1. I also got this sewing basket it was $6 for the basket. I thought it was a good deal because of what is inside of the basket. I kind of started rifling around inside of this basket. There's quite a bit, so let's unpack this. The basket itself is a really nice basket. It has the clamps. Clamp that. This one just fell off, so it just needs to be reattached. You can carry it by the handles. Okay, let's look inside. So what do we have here? There are a few of these bundles of this kind of thread. They are nice colors. They're nice kind of neutral colors. An old embroidery hoop. Lots of these wooden spools. I'm trying to find just the more interesting things that are in here. Not sure what this is. Is this for knitting maybe? It looks like you could put it in a sock, where you kind of pull it taut and then would repair something. This is an interesting little spool. Oh, that's funny. This is an American Airlines playing card. It's the Joker. There are actually 2 of them here. And it was used to sort out thread. See, lots of needles, so that's good. I will use the needles. Oh, I love these things. These little pink needle holders. Measuring tape. Another measuring tape. A handmade needle holder. Some travel set. A few thimbles. Got a few here. I saw this on the top and I wondered what it was. Oh, I can see now. It's a needle threader and seam ripper. Nice. This is so thin you can't even really see it. And then we've got some really nice thread colors. Pink and purple. Oh, okay. And here we also have some really nice scissors made in Germany. I think this would have been $6 by itself. I love, going through baskets like this. Put this back in and we'll clean this up, fix it. There we go. So I think that was a nice find for $6. That's it. That's all for this haul. Thank you for letting me talk to you about estate sales, something that I love to do. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing very well, and I will see you again soon.